Hello, it is me, Sharak Alabuena. Hello, hi, how are you? I'm so glad to be back making a video. I've actually been going live on TikTok a lot. If you're seeing this video on TikTok, I uploaded it. I was successful. Please do this meditation as it is very good and healthy for the heart. So, um, this meditation is for the full moon, and I just want to say a few things about what it means to me to love and have a relationship, because I feel like Libra is all about relationships, and well, I guess they are about justice too, but either way, I'm focused on love. I am a Libra, so I know about it. Um, but basically, like in a lot of my lives, I will have a lot of people um, questioning a relationship. Like, am I going to get back together with this person? Does this person love me? Does this person care about me? Um, and I just want to say to everyone that I love you. I love all your comments. I love all the love that I get back. It's really beautiful and it makes me so happy. I'm definitely enjoying going live on TikTok. So, but I just want to say this is just like a general thing that I've had in my growing in the last, I would say, 5 or so years. I have had to learn what it means to me to love myself. Like, how do I love myself? And I had to learn how to focus on me, how to not sacrifice me, not to abandon me, how to guide me back to me, my inner child, my love, my heart. I got broke. I don't know if any, like, some people know, some people don't know, but I literally got shattered. I'm not shattered anymore, but I was. I mean, to the point where I was thinking about not living here anymore. I mean, I'm not that way anymore. I don't feel that way anymore. I'm actually quite a bit happier. I'm a lot happier now. But it's taken me a while. It's taken me a long time to pick myself back up and love myself again. And so I just want to talk a little bit about, what that means to me and how important it is for a person to look inside themselves and say to yourself, what do I need? How can I make a decision for me, like to choose me and to love me and to make myself feel safe and secure and loved and cared for? What can I do for myself? What can I do to love myself? How can I do that? So the things that I did were super tiny. I went through some pretty hard stuff. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I'm not living in those timelines anymore. But I did little tiny yays, little itty bitty things that just got me one step closer and one step closer and one step closer. And I'm feeling my emotions right now because I really made it. I really made it. I really made it to this right here. You wouldn't see this beautiful right now if I wouldn't have decided to love me. And I do. I love me, and I love pink, and I love butterflies. I love the moon. I love water. It's beautiful. I love it all. Um, but anyways, I surrounded myself with things that love me, that I can love and can love me. For example, I got 2 kittens. I was not expecting them. They literally dropped in my lap. It was amazing. Um, the other things that I did for myself was I focused on what makes me happy, what makes me laugh. Um, I tried to not focus on things that make me sad or made me mad, or, I'm still kind of working on a few things, but Sometimes I watched a movie that reminded me or helped me to remember what love feels like. And I learned a lot about myself with the word commitment. When I was in my previous relationship, I didn't feel like I wanted to be in a commitment. Like I wanted to be like with one person, but I couldn't feel the word commitment. I couldn't feel the energy of being in a committed long-term relationship. When I was younger, before I went through a bunch of things with guys, I felt like I wanted to get married and do all that stuff, but for some reason, I just couldn't do it. I mean, it, it's a struggle a little bit. I'm still kind of working on a few things. I'll admit it. but but if but what I'm trying to say is like, if on the inside, I just saw 555, so we're changing, we're moving. If on the inside, if you're not feeling safe and secure and loved and taken care of, and knowing that you can actually heal yourself, you can handle yourself when another person triggers you or another person doesn't do what you think they're supposed to do, that's on the inside of you. It doesn't have anything about to do with them. It's like these eyeballs are projectors. So everything inside of you is thinking and feeling and having this experience. So everything you're looking out from these eyes, from your life experience, from your family's life experience, from the way that you grew up, for from the experiences that you've had, the things that you think about, the things that you were taught in school, the location where you were taught, where you grew up, the culture, like everything that you have become is like this version of yourself right now. So another person on the outside of you who has their own body is going through exactly the same thing. So there's where you have something in common. And so that person is not in your head. They're not knowing everything that society has taught you, because you're the person who's learned all the things from growing up. So they're having their own expectations, they're having their own thoughts, they're having their own feelings, their own experiences, and all their stuff. So what needs to happen is two people have to collaborate together. They have to understand each other, and they have to say, okay, well, I know all this stuff. Well, what do you know about this? And that this person says, well, I didn't know that. I didn't know about that, but I know about this stuff. And so then you kind of put the pieces together and you say, okay, well, I know this and I like this and we're on the same page about that. And then you slowly come in together and you come into union and you get all kissy kissy. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Who doesn't want the kisses? Anyways, I hope that all my peoples always feel so much love from me, because like I try really to just give the love. That's why I even have love to give, because I've spent a lot of time, I've learned a lot, I've grown a lot, and I focus on myself. And even when somebody has something negative to say, it's like, it's important that a person, and this is including myself, it's important to understand that, is that my truth? Do I accept that energy? Do I accept that? Is that something that is, you know, something that I want to take on? It's kind of like a la carte. Like, do I want that food that person's trying to give me? No. Okay, so let's leave that there. I'm not going to pay for that. I'm not going to pay attention. So I'm not paying for that. So that person can keep their food to themselves. You don't really care. You don't need to have their food. So then you just go about your day and you focus on yourself. So, wow, that's really awesome. I never thought about it that way before. So, what I'm trying to say is that in order to be in a relationship, you have to be in a relationship with yourself. And I just got the message that you also have to be in a relationship with God. You have to have God in your heart. And matter of fact, every single person, well, I don't know if every single person, but I know that there are a lot of people who have the God spark. You have to have the God spark, and you have to grow in relationship with God. You have to bring God into your heart. You have to bring God into your life. Because to me, God is a neutral being. It's a particle being that is anything and everything all of the time. It's omnipresent. It's all knowing. So in order for a person to quote manifest or be in love, you have to be in love with yourself. You have to be in love with who you are. You have to compliment yourself. You have to buy yourself flowers, or if you're a guy, you have to buy yourself toys or whatever it is that makes you happy. You have to be your parent. You have to be your mother and your father. You have to be not your parents, but your own version of what you believe a mother and a father is to your own inner child, and build a relationship with yourself that way. It kind of brings together the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So, and also it helps a lot when you're wanting to be in a relationship. It helps a lot to know, like instead of just always focusing on like the only things that you want in a relationship, it also helps. So when I say this, what I'm trying to say is that each person has a divine feminine and each person has a divine masculine. So you have to get to know your own divine feminine and your own divine masculine. I know I changed a little bit, but this is where the focus needs to be. So imagine, like, get to know your own divine feminine and your own divine masculine. So when you're researching, like, let's say you're researching for a relationship, you want to learn more about relationships and how they work. Instead of having it be about another person, make it about you. Like, what is my divine masculine like? Who is my divine masculine? What is my divine feminine like? Who is my divine feminine? What makes my divine masculine happy? What makes my divine feminine happy? And then bring those two together and hold them tight inside of yourself. And when you are holding yourself together, that's when another person on the outside of you will vibrate into your field. And then that person, like, sometimes there's people that vibrate into your field that are lessons. We all know about seasons. Some people are for a season. Some people are for a lifetime, you know? So you just have to try to, like, if you're getting to know yourself and maybe God source or your higher self determines that you need a lesson, understand that when you have a lesson with someone, yes, you fall in love because you fall in love with the lesson. It's like your soul falls in love with the lesson. Your soul falls in love with the experience. Your soul falls in love with the projection that you've portrayed to another person, even if they're not the version that you believe they are. You know what I'm saying? So that person is on the outside of you. So you're always having an experience on the inside of you. Whatever that person decides is coming from their own soul, their own health, happiness and health, and whatever it is that they're going through. How to make the connection is to emanate the kind of love that you want to receive. So then if that person is also in alignment with themselves, with their divine feminine and their divine masculine, then they will also be at a vibrational match where you two can hang out together and be together, and then like attracts like, and you will emanate, both of you will emanate this divine love. This is awesome. It's all coming together. I love it. Exactly. You'll emanate divine love and then you'll come together. Doesn't it look like two birds, kind of? Two birds. So anyways, I just wanted to get on here and say, get a few things out. And then also I want to do a meditation. I forgot to mention that. I'm going to do a meditation. And so what I've been doing on TikTok is I have been asking people to see their heart flower. So close your eyes and imagine that you have a flower in your heart. And then when you see the flower, imagine the flower opening. And then your heart opens. And you can imagine the heart getting, like the flower getting really big so that it emanates out really, really big. And then it emanates your love. And then you kind of live in your own love. It's really awesome. And then the other thing we've been doing is once you get your heart flower open, then imagine that you are in a pink bubble and then a pink sphere, so it's in all directions. And then imagine that you have golden crystalline light on the outside of your pink bubble. And then you're protected in your love. And you can determine who you want to come into your field. It's up to you. You know, you're the creator of your own reality, so you get to choose, okay? So now that we went through that, I need you to make sure you do that. And then we're going to do a meditation. So make sure that you're sitting, or you can lay down. I normally lay down, but for when I do videos, I sit. So just get yourself comfortable, and we're going to take 5 deep breaths because we want to shift into the new paradigm where we have a healthy, harmonious, happy, loving, joyful, caring relationship. Okay? That's my cat. He thinks it's cool to dig on a bag, but I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, let's do this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to imagine your root chakra. So your root chakra belongs at the base of your spine, which is your tailbone. Okay? And then you want to see a golden cord or a golden rope or just a golden something that you enjoy going down, all the way down through the center of the core of the earth. And there's a tiny sphere down there, or not a tiny one, but a sphere down there. And then you just wrap your cord around the sphere as much as you can. And that will anchor you in. And you can be creative if you want to have like one of those ship anchors. You can have one of those anchors where it anchors down and there's a hook down there. You can hook right in. And then you'll be grounded. All right, so we're going to take 5 breaths in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Okay. Now let's put our hands flat on our chest in our heart. And remember, you're in the pink with the golden crystalline light surrounding you. Okay, so it looks like we're going to go on a magic carpet ride. So see your magic carpet, and then see yourself step out of your body and get onto the carpet. Imagine that you have a golden crystalline carpet. And once you're on there, see yourself start to fly. Looks like we're flying down into the woods. And now we're going to walk on a path. Put your golden rug around your waist. And we're going to walk down the path. And all the trees are having their branches out, giving you high fives. You made it. I'm going to keep walking until we come to the end of the trees. You can give the trees a hug if you want to. Looks like we have some elementals. Give them a high five. Climb the tree if you want to. This is what we call playing in our inner child. All right, now we're out of the trees. And we're just walking along the beach in the sand. And the sun is shining down. And when the sun is shining on you, see on your skin that you are crystalline, that your etheric body is crystalline. So you sparkle. And emanate the shine of your sparkle. See yourself playing on the beach. Maybe you could make a sand castle. And now see that there is a big pink heart. And there's a door. And this big pink heart has a keyhole. And you have the key to open the door. Now you go in through the door. And you sit in the driver's seat. You are in the power position inside your heart. Now you can go anywhere you want to. And your heart extends arms and hands, and you start walking on your hands through the grass while you're inside your heart. We are going into the jungle. Your heart starts to shine and emanate the golden sun. And you come up to a space where there is a waterfall. And you walk down inside your heart. And your heart jumps into the water. and you start swimming with your heart. You're still inside your heart, but your heart is swimming and floating. And you hear the sound of the waterfall and the sound of the birds and the animals. And your heart turns brown, and then the brown crust, it crusts and falls off. So you're shedding the old. And now you have, now the heart, see your heart turn white gold. It's white with gold sparkles. And now your heart gets out of the water, and all your old ways of being, all your old life, all your old things that your heart shed off just floats on down the river and goes over another waterfall and just slowly floats away. And now you celebrate. And now you are inside your heart still, and your heart starts to climb up the waterfall on the side, up the trees and branches and stuff. And then you get to the top, and your heart puts its hand onto the water, and then the water turns white gold crystalline. So your DNA will upgrade. Allow this white golden energy to flow through your entire physical body, your etheric body. Feel it emanating and going through every vein. And once you feel like you have received enough, and you can see the golden, crystalline, white energy shooting out of your heart right in front of you, like a waterfall, that's when you know you're there. If you need to shut off more, please go ahead. And allow it to just drift away. You're becoming new. You are new. It is your new reality. Okay. Now your heart gets in a boat and starts to paddle up away from the waterfall. If you find it a little difficult to paddle up the waterfall, paddle up the water where it's coming towards the waterfall, just know that your heart is strong and that your heart can do it. And allow the struggle to dissipate away from you. Now your heart grows wings and you start to fly. You allow the boat to just float along back down the river. Instead of swimming upstream, now you can fly. You can be anything and everything that you want to be. And now you turn into one of the biggest, most beautiful birds. Any bird that you see coming to you. And your bird lands on the land in this higher vibration with sparkling wings, sparkling feathers. And you say, thank you so much for this journey. You are so beautiful. And now you get on the bird's back because you are co-creating with your heart. You work together. And then the bird flies up in the air, continuing up to the moon. And you go into the moon. And you meet the love of your life there. And you start to get to know each other. And as you're getting to know each other, your energies start to meld together. They start merging. And this is your divine feminine and your divine masculine. Very beautiful counterparts. And they start to twist together. And then become a pillar that goes straight up to God Source and all the way down to the center of the core of the earth to anchor in the connection of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And God starts to pour into this connection, this pillar, God's source particle love, to seal it. And you see it go all the way down to the center of the core of the earth. It's a full connection between God Source and Mother Earth. And God will pour into it as much as you need, and at all times, anytime, anywhere, always. You are loved. You are appreciated. You are beautiful. You are magnificent. You are divinity. You are divine love. You are the only one who knows how to love you. Be at peace in your knowing that you emanate love. And when you emanate love, you can receive love. You are receiving it when you're emanating it. You're creating it when you're emanating it. Be at peace with your own love, with your own divine love. Open your heart to receive love, the only kind of love that there is, from the one God Source Creator. We receive love even when we don't know that we're receiving it. Even when it is not shown to us, we are still living in love. By being in peace, you're able to see and receive love. Know thyself. Believe in a world of beauty, divinity, respect, loyalty. Cherish. It is all that is. And that's the way it is. And see God's source reach out its white particle hand and give you a little ducky or a little chickadee, little chicken that's just flying around. Open your hands and receive your gift. And put your gift in your heart. God says, I will show you your truth. It will be in divine timing. I will always be there. I will always choose to love you. It will always reign divinity and love in your presence. You will always receive cherishment. I am the divine God source creator. I have thine heart as it is in heaven. So shall it be in the earthly plane. It will always be in this divine way. Peace be unto you as peace reigns. Peace in all that is, as it is supposed to be. I am God's source creator, the one true God. Believe in my power, and I will show you your truth. I am divine in all that is. I have been blessing you in each moment that you feel. It is all a blessing. It is all divine timing. It is all my creation. I am creating through each and every one of you. It is my truth to create in this divine world. I am happiness. I am sadness. I am love. I am hate. I am gratitude. I am unworthy. I am all that is. Peace be unto you, and know that I am here. I am always here to be there for you, to treat you with respect, to give you the power to move forward. I will give you this. Open your hands to receive. Once you receive it, know that it is yours and place it in your heart. I am God's source, all that is. And in my presence, you have bestowed upon me the cherished love that I emanate to you. I am also receiving your guidance, your love. The guidance that was said is that you have shown me your truth. That is how I am guided, to show you my divine love in each and every moment. I am living in my truth each and every day. When you are ready to receive, I will bestow upon you many blessings. You will receive them in many different forms. You are always receiving my blessings and my love and my heart. I am all that is. Truly, deeply in love with you all. I am God's source, creator, and I believe this message is complete. You are blessed and know that you are blessed. Believe in your truth and believe in your power to create. As I am here to co-create with you all that is, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you for pushing play. Thank you for participating. Thank you for loving yourself. The more people that we have to love themselves, the more love we're going to have in this world. So love yourself. Love yourself today. From my heart to yours, we are all blessed and we are all loved. Until we meet again.